Hi, we're going to try a different alternative therapy on my dog Raisin. She has a tumor on her toe and we cannot remove it. The vet recommended not removing it because then she would not be able to walk. Reduce that tumor with ozone therapy. So now I'm going to go over to the ozone machine and I'll show you what that's all about. Okay, so the first thing we did is we plugged in the ozone generator to an electrical outlet, and you can see that it's on with the light. Ozone generator, and with some tubing, it is hooked up to what is called a limb bag, and there's two tubing attachments here with valves, open and shut valves on them. And so one of the valves is attached to a destruct system, which any ozone that escapes will be destroyed. And the other one is attached to the ozone generator. Then the ozone generator itself is attached to an oxygen tank. And this is not medical grade oxygen, and this is the kind of oxygen that this for industrial. And it has a pediatric regulator, and it is for the industrial tank. So if you were to use a medical grade oxygen tank, which you would need a prescription for, you would use a different regulator. So you would tell the company, I'm going to use medical grade oxygen, I need that type of regulator. Okay, so now we're going to get started here. Okay, so the next step is I'm going to take this paw with the tumor. As you can see, it's been bleeding. She's been chewing on it too. And I'm going to stick it in the bag all the way to the bottom. And then there's a drawstring here. I'm going to close the bag. And then I'm going to want to keep it in the bag. And we want to keep it in there for about 20 minutes. We're going to do this procedure. All right, so the paw is in the bag. Should be hopefully tight. We'll see what happens. First thing I'm going to do is open the valve here to allow the ozone to come in. The next thing will be to turn on the oxygen. So there's a valve on the oxygen, and we're going to turn it to 1/4. So is the valve, it's open? Yes. Is it showing that we have oxygen?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so now we can turn on the generator. And you can hear a little whirring sound. Okay. Making sure that the bag is still inflated and that no ozone is escaping. There is a safety device here. This is any ozone that escapes will be destroyed through this destruct system. I'm not exactly what's inside this, but it is not a good idea to be breathing in the ozone, and therefore they have this destruct system for that. And since we're kind of new at doing this, we decided to do it outside in the patio because then I could actually open this bag and release the ozone, and it'll go into the air, and I won't be breathing it. So
it's going.
Is the bag filling up? I don't know. It'll take a little time here. Not exactly sure how much time. Okay, so after the bagging procedure, I am putting a little of this pure O3 ozonated olive oil, which you can purchase from the O3 company, and that has ozone infused into the olive oil. I could make this myself, but I just prefer to purchase it. It smells really good, so I already took some out of the jar, and I put it on the tumor, and I smell it, Smells really good. Smells like oxygen, you know, so there's no infection here, even though you would think that this tumor is a mess and severely infected. It's really not.